Hello viewers, welcome to chemistry class. I want to start by the introduction of chemistry, and we want our viewers to be familiar with what chemistry is all about. And simply put, in chemistry we study one major thing, and that thing is called matter. So chemistry is all about studying of matter. And when we are talking about matter, we want to believe that at this stage, our viewers are familiar with the word matter, probably based on the knowledge from elementary science that defines matter as anything around us that has mass and occupies space. Now, what do we study in matter in chemistry? We study the composition, which talks about the things that are present in the matter. What are the chemical composition? What are the chemical contents that are present in the matter? As we have earlier said, matter is anything around us. Whatever you touch around you has to do with matter. The clothes you are putting upon is a matter. The air you breathe around you is a matter. Even the furniture around you is a matter. So we study about the composition of matter in chemistry, the chemical contents that are present in such things around us. Another thing that we study about matter in chemistry is what is called properties. We study about the properties of matter in chemistry. That is, what are the changes that this matter undergo? Physical changes, chemical changes, the characteristics. What are the things that we can see that exist about this matter? That's what is called properties of the matter. And lastly, what is the essence of studying the composition and the properties of the things around us if they are of no use, if they are of no value? Therefore, chemistry is also study about the uses of matter. We study the uses of matter. What are the importance of these matters around us? How beneficial are they to human beings around us? So these are the major things that we study in chemistry. So therefore, we can define chemistry as a branch of science that deals with the study of composition, properties, and uses of matter. So from this definition, we can see that in chemistry, we acquire knowledge about matter. And as we have said earlier, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Since our world is made up of matter, the chemistry is therefore important to improve our lives. Let's move on. Let's look at some of the examples of chemistry around us. For example, just like we have said that chemistry has to do with the lives of human beings, everything, so many things around us. For example, when you want to cook or set something on fire, you light a match. That's an example of chemistry. There is a chemical reaction that exists in that place that make a match to become lightened. When you cook your food, chemical reactions occur. When you burn firewood, it's an example of a chemistry around us. Making of palm wine, rusting of nails or any iron material around us, it's an example of chemistry. Rotting of leaves, when leaves fall down from the tree and become rotten, all these things are examples of chemistry around us. And also, there are so many items that we use on a daily basis that are made by chemical processes. Examples of them are soaps and detergents that we use for cleaning, hair cream and perfume that we use for grooming our bodies, oil and margarine that we use. They are made by chemical process, as well as plastics that we use for wide varieties of things, they are made by chemical processes. Now let's look at the uses of chemistry. That is the knowledge that we gain in chemistry. How do they help in the improvement of the quality of lives of people? For example, number one, in food, fertilizers and insecticides are produced by chemical processes to boost food production through agriculture. So fertilizers are chemicals, insecticides are chemicals. All these things are needed by our farmers in order to boost food production. In the area of clothing, that's number two, we see that textile fibers, which are used for making clothes, varieties of clothes that we see, they are made by chemical processes. In the area of housing, building materials like cement, steel, ties, and all other things like that, many other things like that, are produced by chemical industries. Then in the area of medicine, of course, even a layman knows that most drugs that are used for the treatment of various ailments and diseases are made by chemical processes and are made known and available by chemical research and technology. In the area of transportation, fuels, suitable fuels that we use to power the engines of motors, engines of aircraft, and so on like that, and even the metals, the metal alloys for making body parts of transportation machines like aircraft, vehicles, they are made and produced by chemists. Also, in the area of military, the knowledge of chemistry is used in the production of explosives, gunpowders. All these things are being used by military agencies as a means of defending the territory of a nation. Then in the area of space science, the production of launching of rockets into space are made possible by science and technology, which also involves chemistry. So these and many more are uses of chemistry. Now let's move on to careers in chemistry. The following sectors offer job opportunities to students and graduates with the knowledge of chemistry. For example, teaching, which we are doing right now. Teaching includes chemistry teachers and lecturers in various institutions and laboratory scientists. So if you have the knowledge of chemistry, you can be a teacher. If you have the knowledge of chemistry as well, number two, you can be an health professional like pharmacists, biochemists, chemists, doctors, nurses, medical assistants, and so on. The knowledge of chemistry are needed in these fields of health. Also, the knowledge of chemistry are also needed in food processing for somebody to be able to work as food technologists and research chemists. Then in petroleum and petrochemical industries, the knowledge of chemistry are needed. Is needed by application chemists. There are people that we call application chemists. They use the knowledge of chemistry to work, to do certain work, carry out certain assignments in petroleum and petrochemical industries. We also have the research chemists, chemical engineers, and laboratory assistants. In the manufacturing industry, you need the knowledge of chemistry to be able to work as a research chemist and chemical engineers. Then extractive industries. These are the industries whereby important materials are being mined from their sources, from their raw materials. So the people that work in such company include in such industry includes chemists, mining engineers, and geologists. All these people, they need the knowledge of chemistry. In the area of agriculture, agricultural scientists, chemists are also working in such industry, biochemists and physiologists. Then in forestry, research scientists use the knowledge of chemistry in their activities and works as well. Thank you for listening. This is where we will be stopping for now on introduction to chemistry. See you next time. Thank you.